you guys are starting to edit, you want to make sure that you remember you can also access Lightroom online by going to lightroom.adobe.com. You're just going to click sign in and then sign in using your Minuteman email address and make sure you choose company or school account. Now, as you're signing in, you're going to be brought to your library. And as we've kind of gone through, you want to make sure that you are keeping your your stuff organized in albums. You can see that these are some of the images that I've taken for this project. I still have to edit some of them. So I'm just going to click on one of them and we're going to go through sort of how you can edit. Now, the first thing you can always do and should do is sort of crop and rotate and figure out how you want to present your image. Pointing that arrow down is where I want to go. And then I can go into the edit toolbar in the upper right-hand corner. Now, exposure and light, remember it's going to just sort of kind of control your overall feel. And then you can always bump up your contrast. Okay? Down in the left-hand corner, there's a presets button where you can go through and just like any social media, you can kind of change them a little bit.
SD card, huh?
What's that?
It's kind of hard to get things without an SD card, huh?
You didn't. Oh no. So remember that, as you're going through the sort of overall look and feel of this, we're looking for texture, but also some areas of high contrast.
It's going to be
Maybe I want this to be. Yeah. You can then, once you've selected a preset, you can always go back and adjust it a little bit more. There's lots of crazy stuff about sort of attacking each little area of color. So you can see the orange areas right there getting lighter and darker. Yellow areas, same thing. So you really do have a lot of control when it comes to Lightroom. Anytime you see a little triangle, you can click it and it will expand or minimize your menus. But really what you're doing is sort of playing around with your image, and there's not much you can do to hurt it. Okay. Whenever you want to check to see what your original looked like, you can always go into versions. I'm going to create a version and call it black and white. And I can always sort of check to see where we're at. So you can see it's a much different look and feel now. All right. When you are done, when you're finished and you're in the sort of the web version, in order to get it onto your computer or your phone, you need to make sure you download this photo. You want to do JPEG full size, but you always want to make sure that it's the latest edits. The top one will always be your original, and then the other two are going to be your edits. Now, small is still pretty big, so it's 2000 by 1500 pixels, so small is fine. But you're going to download it, and then that's what you're going to be turning in. Now, when you are sort of ready to turn everything in, the thing that you want to do first is screenshot. For you guys, when you're using your computer at home, you can use the snipping tool, or you can just use the, it's like a Windows print screen or something. So you take your screenshot, and then give it a second to go through. I lost my mouse. Okay. And then you want to make sure that you have your 3 or 4 images edited. You can see mine are in the bottom right-hand corner. I've got 3 ready to go. So I'm going to download all of those and then upload them sort of as we go. It's going to be great if I can't find mine.